Yeah.
Oh snap, this is happening. Alright, so yeah, let's get this Vive opened up. I got Ziggy on the camera. He is going to assist me today. I guess we can put that camera down somewhere. Got some boxes we can rest it on if I need some help with this unboxing, but let's give it a whirl. This is the unboxing for the HTC Vive. HTC partnered with Valve. Correct, Ziggy?
I do believe so.
Yeah, so they, I actually bought both the Oculus Rift and the Vive. The Rift has taken even longer to get here than the Vive. I got a warranty, something or another. I'm sure it's, yeah, I'm sure that's good. Alright. So the box from FedEx was a little damaged in shipping, but let's see if HTC has done a good enough job with their packaging to keep it nice and safe despite FedEx's shoddy work. I'm guessing this is just a package shipping notification. Alright, well it seems to be pretty secure so far. Let's open back here. Get a little tug on that, man.
I got you.
Yeah, multitasking. Alright. So here we have, it looks like it is actually face up for you guys. There you go. Steam VR, powered by Vive, made by HTC. We got some stuff there. Don't pause the video and copy and paste all this stuff. That's just more legal jargon. Alright. So here we are. Got some nice padding in there. That's actually pretty thick padding. And
it's important stuff.
Do what?
Important stuff.
Important stuff. I'm guessing this is the setup guide.
Ah, who needs that?
I've already looked up some stuff online. I saw the one on that they have on Steam. Yeah, this is showing how to get the room set up and how to actually install the software. Shows you everything that comes in the box. And this is probably all that in another language. We'll keep that in case we do need to look at it. Ooh, what to go first? Let's go with the Lightbox, or Lighthouse, I believe is what these are called. Can you take this whole thing? Oh, okay.
Fancy.
Take the whole thing out. Oh, and there's goodies underneath it. Alright. So this has got like 3 layers of padding. Much firmer padding up there. It is in there snug. There we are. So this is the Lighthouse tower, and this is the thing that every tech person loves to do. Let's see if we can get the sound on there. Ah, yeah. Everybody likes doing that. So these are the things that we're going to position somewhere around this room. We'll figure it out. And these are the things that emit light or laser of some sort, and the sensors on the headset itself pick it up, and that's how it knows where you are. And so yeah, we'll figure that out at some point. That just came out a lot easier. Here we go, another one, get that sound in there. Have no clue if that's going to come through or not.
You gotta believe.
Maybe it does, and yeah, you can mount on here a base station to it that you can use to like pivot it around. We might end up using that depending on how I end up mounting these in the room, and then it has the inputs on the back. What HTC suggests is that you have a room that is 6.5 by 5 feet in size. So I've measured this out with tape, and we should be good. Alright, let's go with next. Let's see if this comes out. And there's more goodies underneath. These are the motion controls. Oh yeah. Feels good to get my hands on these for once. I have not tried any of the VR things before these, not the Vive Pre or anything. So these are the motion controls. I'm looking to see if they actually say like a R or L on them, if they're designated as right and left. I don't see that. All the buttons look very similar, so yeah, I guess we'll figure that out. Interesting things. They got buttons on the sides there and there, so they are, yeah, I guess you can exchange it because they got the button there, and if you switch it, yeah, you got the button there again. Touchpad similar to the one on the Steam controller there. You can click it in. It's got the menu button, the system button, and then a trigger. And then it's also got a cup holder, I guess. And it comes with the little things on them. I'll leave those on there when other people are demoing it, so I don't let them break my stuff. But when I personally use them, I would probably take those off.
We all saw the Wii when it first
I
started.
handled that on the Wii. Anytime I let other people use the Wii, I always had them use that. I feel worse for them if they ended up breaking something. They'd feel bad. I mean, I'd be out a few $100, but they would just feel really, really, really bad.
I feel like you can get replacements for those for only $150.
These?
Yeah.
Maybe in a while. I don't think you can buy them separately yet. Alright, this looks like a 3.5 millimeter auxiliary for audio maybe. This might just be an extension for it. I don't think that's for power or anything of that sort. This uses a lot more power than what that can do. Speaking of power, that's what this looks like. Lots and lots of plastic. Alright, so this is definitely power of some sort. I mean, this might actually just connect to the link box, is what I think it's called, which might be this. Let's see what we get here. No, this is just another power. So this might go directly to, one probably goes directly to the headset, one goes to the link box, I guess. And it doesn't look like there's anything on there that distinguishes the two, so they probably put off the same amount of voltage and amplitude and all that crap. Just tech people know what that all is. Alright, what is this? Base station mounting guide. So this is the base station for the Lighthouse towers. Probably use that here in a bit. And this looks like all the hardware for mounting them. So screw that into the bottom of the Lighthouse, and then this is probably what we're going to use to mount it onto here, hopefully. Those might be too small, but whatever. That thing was only $35, not too big of a financial loss. Alright, these are the charging things. Plug into the wall, and they've got a USB port on them for charging the controllers, I would imagine. Probably use anyone that's like standard for like a phone, maybe. I even could use this for charging my phone. I would imagine there's two of them, one for each controller. So you can keep them charged at the same time and don't have to worry about charging one and then charging the other. It'll be interesting to see what their battery life is. What else we got in here? Alright, this is a USB cable, it looks like.
Maybe the charging cable.
And this is a micro USB, it looks like. Micro or mini, I can never remember the difference between the two.
It's micro.
Yeah, it looks like a micro.
Is there a
that's
mini
what
USB?
standard phones use. Could try it on that, but I don't know.
Eh.
It's a USB of some sort. And this looks like also a USB of some sort. This is some really weird plastic. Like you peel it and it like almost like seals itself. I keep having to pull multiple bits of it off. That's
Well, you
pretty
do
interesting.
have scissors.
Yeah, yeah. So that is identical kind of USB. They look like they're the same length.
I'm gonna go and say that the charging things.
Yeah,
for
one
the
of them goes to
controllers.
the... Yeah, everything's... There's like two because it goes to the link station, which I don't see. It might be in here. Haha!
Small box
come out.
inside of a box.
So this and this. Oh, okay. This is a sticky thing. If you want to put it on a table or something like that, it's got a plastic on each side. So that's an adhesive. Man, it's really sticky on the sides too. It's already getting some dust and gunk on it. Interesting. This is the link box. So this, I'll have to refresh my memory, but it is color coordinated. So there's the power and there's the power. So yeah. Oh, interesting. But one side has the orange, so it'll say whether the orange goes to the computer or the orange goes to the headset itself. So it's got HDMI, it looks like a DisplayPort Mini, Yeah, that's a DisplayPort Mini USB. You can tell by the blue that it's a DisplayPort 3, or USB 3. USB 3, so it does support 2 and 3.0. And then same here, we got our power, HDMI, no HDMI Mini like we have on that side, but and USB 3.0. So there we go. Oh, it actually says VR pointing out that way, and then PC pointing out that way. Is that coming through? So then the orange is the one that goes to your headset. So that's nice that they do color coordinate it, and they also have a little visual thing. Alright, this is obviously one of the pads that you put on the face part. I think they are actual different sizes. That might just be the Oculus that comes with different sizes. That one I think is the same size as the one that comes on here by default, but it's in case it gets dirty. Then you can put on that extra backup one. And of course, third parties, people, they're selling their own. Oh my gosh, this is another charging thing. Okay, it actually has a thing on here. It says connect to link box.
So that's the power for the link, not the
That's
charger.
the one for the link box. That says DC in, which on here it does say DC in and DC in. It doesn't specify what DC in. Oh, there's a back side that says connect to base station. Okay, so these two are for the base stations. This one powers the link box. Yet another. Okay, this is a USB extension. So that's if you just need to make it a little longer, connect to link box. So if you want your link box to be just a little bit further from the computer, maybe you got a computer in one room and your Lighthouse towers are in another room, you can have things to move out into there. That's always an option that I might do, since this room is not the largest room. Got a microfiber cleaning thing for cleaning lenses. I've got a bunch of those, but I guess I'll use that one since it's the one that they give you. It's always nice to go with the default stuff. How's your day, Ziggy?
Oh, you know, slept in.
It's always good. What else? Man, there's a lot of stuff that comes in this. This is a HDMI to HDMI. So this is an HDMI extender. Connect to link box. Alright, so it does have that DisplayPort Mini. It doesn't look like it comes with a DisplayPort Mini, so that's an optional thing, I guess. I'll be using HDMI on my computer since I only have one DisplayPort on my GPU, and that's currently being used by the G-Sync monitor. Okay, these are the earbuds that comes with this. It doesn't have a built-in audio like the Rift does, but you can use any earbuds, but it does come with some if you want to use them. And it doesn't look like it's that long.
They don't need to be if they attach to the headset.
Yeah, it attaches. It attaches to the headset, and it literally just goes to your head that you're already wearing the headset on. So that's what I was fearing, was that they would just use a standard. These are different earbud shapes and sizes.
Are those the ones that pop off?
Yeah, it pops off. I'll probably end up using my own headphones for this, but I'll give those a try just to, maybe these are the greatest quality earbuds on the face of the planet. See, very, very, very short, so you don't have to worry about getting further tangled up. And it does have one little piece on here to show you that this is the right ear, so that's pretty cool. Interesting. It's got an opening on there. I don't know if that's a microphone. I'm pretty sure this has a built-in microphone. Maybe that's just for air to travel in and out. I don't know.
Some fancy earbuds if they are.
Yeah, they seem to be pretty good quality. That one's the right earbud. Some earwax on them. I have an issue with my ear. My left ear always falls out. I've never found a good pair of inner earbuds that don't use that foam where you squish it in and it takes a minute to expand back out. Rubber ones never stayed in. So probably that wasn't the best example to give you guys a... But again, you're probably not going to be moving around that much with the VR stuff, but...
Not yet.
You definitely don't want earbuds that do fall out, but that's why they give you the multiple sizes. Alright. One last thing in here. Before we get to the creme de la creme, we got some what's that word I'm looking for? technical stuff that the lawyers all do. Alright, here we go. There's the thing I was wondering where it was. There's the headset itself. It actually is a lot lighter than I imagined. Again, I've never messed with any of the early prototypes. But this is even the weight that I'm holding this with the cord, which it's a thick cord. It definitely is a lot thicker than the one they have on the Oculus Rift. And you can see they even color coordinate these, so you know that the orange ones go into the orange. And here is the port for the headphones. You don't even have to use those. I can use my own that have a 3.5 millimeter auxiliary. You can plug your own headphones into this so that they continue like this one. That cord's not too long, so I would definitely hook my headphones into this rather than directly into the computer. So, alright, well here's the headset. It's got a little protective cover on that. That wasn't as satisfying as the Lighthouses, but that's the camera, the pass-through camera or whatever it's called, so that you can see around you. You can see these indentions into it. You can actually have this thing slide out and in. It's by default at its innermost, and that's the one that they recommend you use. But if you have glasses, very large glasses, or eyelashes that touch the lenses, you can scoot that out and then adjust. There is a knob somewhere right here. That knob adjusts the lenses how close and in they are. So if you have a face that's very wide face and your eyes are further apart, you use that. It's IPD, interpupillary something technical, to determine how far apart your eyes are, so you can do that to adjust it. And then there are the lenses themselves, and they've got, that also was not as satisfying, but hey, whatever. And it's got a little cover here. This is something that the Rift doesn't have, and this prevents a lot of light coming in. My only concern is that it cuts off too much airflow and that things might get foggy up and you might start sweating around your eyes, but we'll see. That's why I'll be doing a whole bunch of different tests, and you can adjust these. There's all sorts of stuff that you can adjust, so I guess we'll cut from here and get this all set up in the next video.